Hey guys, what's up? Happy Sunday. I hope you guys, of course, are having a fabulous day, a fabulous end to your weekend. Kids outside are crying, so I apologize for the loud noise. But for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the Shop My Stash makeup that I'm going to be using for the week. Hopefully next week, I will show you guys a travel edition one because I plan on probably going to LA with my sister. I still didn't book the tickets yet, so who knows how much it's going to be. But anyways, definitely stay tuned for that. I have a really cute like organizer makeup pouch that I'm going to be taking with me. You can basically like pack your existence in there, so I'm thrilled for that. But let's go ahead and get started with what I'm going to be choosing out for this week, and I hope you guys enjoy, of course. So here's where we're at on this beautiful sunny Sunday morning or like afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. But for makeup removing wipes, I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Pixi makeup melting cleansing cloths. I used one of these. I thought that they were nice, but I still want to put them to the test for this week. It's just in a small little baby packet. I do have my Q-tips here, which I find come in handy more than I would expect, honestly, so I love that they're chilling up there. For perfume this week, I'm going to be using the Skylar Meadow perfume. This is, I believe, a vegan and an all-natural brand, which is amazing. Octoly recently sent it over. It smells so good. It smells just like a meadow of flowers. You know what I'm saying? So a perfect go-to spring and summer scent for sure. I'm going to use that. I'm very excited. Damn. I rarely show my nails. I mean, I used to always, but I don't know. I haven't in a while, but I've been getting so many questions lately in regard to like what nail polish I use. So this is the orange that you guys see me wear a lot. It's by Pop Beauty in the shade 8 Orange. Their whole like neon line is beautiful on the nails and I just can't get enough. So this is what I'm going to be wearing for the week. I love it. Next week we're doing white though. Here are the mists that I'm going to go ahead and use. I have the Kula face mist. It has SPF 30. Initially when you spray it, it has a little bit of an alcohol-y scent, which you can get over the first few seconds, but it's kind of like, ugh, you know, not my favorite, but it does the job, so it's good for now. Then I pulled out the Urban Decay All Nighter Cherry Scented Makeup Setting Spray. I love this. It's just like the original one. It just has a cherry scent. I think I have like maybe a quarter left, so I want to get use out of it. Plus I miss it, so pulled it out for the week. And then I also pulled out the CoverGirl Outlast Active Cooling Setting Mist All Day Wear. So this is one that a CoverGirl actually sent me a few months back, and I've been doing like, you know, major cleaning lately, and I forgot that I just never used it. So I figured I would put it to the test this week and see if it prolongs the wear of my makeup, if it, you know, makes my makeup last a long time even when I'm working out, all of that jazz. So yeah, that's the next product that I'm going to use. I'm very excited for that one. All right, now moving on to everything that's in my first drawer. Of course, here's where I have my lip products, brow products, mascara. I pretty much pulled out all of the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout lipsticks. I purchased all of these from Walgreens a few months back. I did a lip swatch video on these as well as a haul when I purchased these products, and I love them. They're just great quality. You can see the lip color through the lid. They're very comfortable. There are various different shades. Last week I wore a blue from this line. A bunch of you guys complimented me like crazy, and I was like, yeah, it's a beautiful color. It's actually not here. I have to find it, but I love the quality of these lipsticks, and there's every shade in here that I would pretty much ever need, so I wanted to pull out all of them, so I have like 12 options ish. For lip balm, I pulled out the Fresh Sugar Lip Caramel Hydrating Balm. I love this a ton. I purchased this, I want to say almost 2 years ago. Let me open it one second. It smells delicious, just like caramel. And what inspired me to pull this out was I was actually scrolling on the Sephora site, and I saw that they recently released a bunch of other scents for this line, and I'm like, oh my god, I want it. But then I'm like, Liora, you're not going to spend $18 right now when you have one that's halfway gone. Try to finish up a little bit more, and then, you know, you can buy another one. I think they have a lemon one and maybe a strawberry scented one. I definitely want to pick those up maybe for the VIB sale. So anyways, that's what inspired me to pull this out. I love it. So good. Okay, and then down to these products. So I pulled out the Almay Brow Styler. This is really nice. It's just a clear brow gel. They have this in colors as well if you don't want just a clear one, but I like to have a clear one on hand in case I go too heavy-handed with my brows. It just kind of like shears it out a teeny bit, plus it holds my brows in place. You guys know my brows are curly. For brow pencils, I have the ABH Brow Definer, which is more like a 3D shape, as well as the ABH Brow Wiz. So what I've been doing is aligning my brows with the Brow Wiz and then just filling them in with the Brow Definer, because I find that I can't get super precise with the Brow Definer. That's why it's not my favorite. However, to just fill in my brows, the color is great. I picked up both of them in medium brown. Also, I like to use the Brow Definer when I don't care how my brows look, when I don't need it to be super perfect. Like, it's nice, but generally I kind of care how they look. So I'll line them out with this and then fill them them in with this just because I want to get use out of it, you know. Then for eyeliners, I pulled out the Essence Extreme Lasting eyeliner. This is the best thing alive, $3 at Ulta. I didn't use it in a long time because I couldn't find my sharpener, but I recently did, and I sharpened this baby up, and I'm like, ugh, babe, get back into my life. I also pulled out this CoverGirl Get In Line Active liquid liner. So I typically don't use such products, but CoverGirl sent it with the spray, and I figured I would just put it to the test and see what's up. So I pulled that out. Then I also pulled out the Easy Breezy Brow mascara. This is a tinted one. This is actually one that I recently purchased from TJ Maxx a few days ago. Like you guys saw it in yesterday's video, and I don't want to put it away. I want to use it like now. So I'm gonna pull it out for the week, even though I typically don't mix my TJ Maxx finds and my regular finds for no particular reason really. But for this week, I just wanted to use it ASAP, so I pulled that out. Then for mascaras, I just pulled out one. This is the Lancome Monster Big Mascara, just the best thing literally alive to exist. Lancome is not a brand that I gravitate towards, but this is everything to me. And then lately, they're kind of like stepping it up. So anyways, very excited for that. It's such a good mascara for life, let me tell you. Now I really don't know what I'm saying. Alrighty, and then moving on to the next drawer, I basically have my face products. As you guys know, that's what I usually keep in this drawer. Okay, so the first product that I have that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the CoverGirl True Blend Base Business Skin Smoothing Primer. I swear this is not a CoverGirl video. I just happened to pull out a bunch of their stuff. I do like their brand. Anyways, this was in my drawer for quite some time. I used the other primers that's part of the line, but I don't recall ever using this one, and it kind of attracted me because it said skin smoothing, and I'm all about that, so I figured I would put it to the test. Since I also recently organized so much of my makeup, I'm seeing like more things that either I haven't tested out or haven't used in a long time. This was definitely one of them. The next thing that I pulled out was the First Aid Beauty Kona Eye Stick. This is amazing. You can actually find it now at TJ Maxx. I've been seeing it there super consistently. It's so good for the under eye area. It refreshes, just awakens up your eyes, your under eyes, and it's beautiful, especially for like the hotter months. It's perfection. I love it, and I haven't used it in quite some time, so I needed to pull it out. The next primer that I pulled out was the Super Goop Unseen Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 40 primer. It's water resistant and sweat resistant up to 40 minutes. I figured since it's getting hotter here in New York, I should probably use something like this on a, daily basis or whenever I put on my makeup. So I'm going to pull this out because of the fact that it has SPF 40. Then I'm also going to be using the Kevyn Aucoin, the Neo Elixir Weightless Beauty Oil. We actually found this at TJ Maxx this past week, which was insane. There was only one, so Emma ended up picking it up, and I'm like, yo, that's totally fine because you guys can see I still have a nice amount left. But if you're looking for a bomb oil and you don't want to spend the full price, they have this now at some TJ Maxx's. So, get your butts to it because it's so freaking good. I'm telling you, the best oil to exist that I tried from the high-end, Life, this is where it's at. All right, as for foundations, I pulled out 3. I am still on the bandwagon of the Pixi H2O Skin Tint, something that's just really light, fresh, and great for work for me. I do want to do a work makeup tutorial. A lot of you guys requested that because it's just very fast and simple, and I guess you guys are interested. So I'm probably going to be using this in that video because it's what I typically use for work for the past, I think, 2 months-ish now. Then I pulled out these 2 foundations. I pulled out the Givenchy Photo Perfection Fluid Foundation. This one is a little bit light for me, so I wanted to pull it out mainly because I specifically wanted to use the Super Stay, what is it called? I'm losing train of thought. 1 second. The Super Stay Maybelline Stick Foundation, but this one is a little bit too dark, and it's fine if I blend it out onto my neck, but sometimes you can see a difference between my face and my hands, and I'm like, okay. So I might mix this in a little bit with this. We'll see how it works. I've never really done that, with a stick foundation on liquid, so I don't know what rough ride I'm in for, but we'll see. And then as for concealers, this is on its last leg. It's just the YSL All Hours Concealer, which I really like. It's in the shade number 2, and it's perfect. I pulled out my Clarins powder. This is just a really nice, very thin powder that I like to just set my entire face with. Nothing too specific or major, but something that does get the job done right away. I also pulled out the Hourglass Loose Translucent Setting Powder. This one in specific is the Hourglass Translucent Setting Powder. Yeah, I just said that. It's the Veil one. I haven't used it in a very long time, and I don't know, I'm drawn to it, so I pulled it out. I also have my Kevyn Aucoin Lash Curler here, which is one of my favorites. We also found this at TJ Maxx this past week. I have random lashes. I don't know where they're from really. And then I finally went to Walgreens this week and picked up the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive, the best lash glue you will find to date. I promise you guys, literally the best thing for your lashes. The best. I'm obsessed. Okay, and then moving on to the next drawer, which I will say is the final drawer because I didn't pick out any eyeshadows for this week because I'm going to be using this. You guys will see in a second. But Basically in this drawer, I have my bronzers, blushes, and highlighters. I did pick out an excessive amount, but I don't know, I just wanted to pull out a lot because like I said, I organized my stuff and I'm seeing what I have now and I'm like, I want to just use everything for forever. So firstly, I pulled out the Naked Urban Decay Cherry palette. This is the face palette, and the reason why I pulled this guy out was because I went to a Nordstrom rack last week. I filmed it, the video is up, a bunch of you guys really enjoyed it. Anyways, I found this palette there and I was like, no way! Like, you guys saw my reaction. I was just like, this is crazy. So it inspired me to pull out mine because I do really love it. It comes with 2 highlighters and a gorgeous raspberry blush, which my life is, you know, about those type of shades, and peachy shades. I also wanted to pull out an oldie but a goodie. This is the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter that I had in my life since I was, guess my age. I mean, guess the age that I purchased this. Guess. A bunch of you guys might be like, okay, that's nasty, but it still works. It's still nice. I purchased this from the MAC counter when I was 17. We're going on 10 years now, people. That's so crazy. But you know what? It holds a very special place in my heart. Even if it's going to be like old and not workable, it's something that I'm definitely still going to keep because it's a decade old. I mean, come on. Okay, I also pulled out this palette here from Flower Beauty. This is stunnacious. I have to tell you guys, if you ever see it on sale or even if you see it at the full price, this is such an awkward position, then you need this. It's beautiful. It has 3 stunning light shades. You can mix and match them. It will work for pretty much any skin tone, and it adds the most blinding effect without looking like heavy or like, you know what I'm saying? It looks good. It looks very good on the eyes, on the face. All right, then what else? I pulled this out as well. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo, and it's in shade number 01 because there's 2 shades that you guys have to know about. There's 1 and 2. 1 is geared for people who do have lighter skin tones, which is the category that I would fall into, and 02 is if you have a deeper skin tone. Though I haven't used this in a very long time, so I wanted to pull it out specifically for the highlighter. It's a gorgeous white with like a little bit of pink in there, so I needed that in my life for the week. The next thing that I pulled out was the Pure 4-in-1 Blush Book. This is pretty massive in packaging. I'm not obsessed with the packaging, but I'm assuming it's pretty massive because these blushes are pretty large and like hefty in size. I love the geometrical pattern, and they really do look very beautiful on the skin. They're crazily pigmented, so this will probably last you your entire life. Literally, even if you use it every single day, you need the littlest amount. I used to use it a lot last year, but haven't in a very long time, so I wanted to pull it out for the week. All right, we have a few products left in here. This is something that I actually picked up from TJ Maxx this past week. You guys saw it in yesterday's video, and the reason why I put it in here for this week was because I just wanted to use it ASAP. And like I mentioned, I don't typically mix my like TJ Maxx finds with my regular like makeup products, you know, but this was just so beautiful like not to use, and considering the fact that I always wanted it, I just felt like it was appropriate to pull out, you know. All right, and then I have bronzers here. So I have the Chanel, what is this called, Soleil Tan de Chanel. I don't know. I purchased this like a year ago and barely used it, so I don't know. I felt like since the weather is changing now, it would just be only right to use, you know. Look, you guys can see I pretty much maybe just dip my brush in there once. This used to be everything on YouTube. I don't hear a lot of people talk about it anymore, but I wanted to pull it out. And then finally, the last product that I pulled out for bronzer, I mean, it's kind of like, okay, when are you gonna end this already? This is the Pure Bronzing Act bronzer. I used this the past 2 weeks and I really do like it. They have this shade and then a shade that's a little bit deeper if you have a deeper skin tone, but this works really nicely for me. I love that there are kind of like 2 shades in here, and it just makes it fun. You know, it smells like chocolate. It smells like the chocolate bar palettes, which is bomb. And it really just looks very effortless and beautiful on the skin. So love that. And the packaging is really nice and thin, just the way I like it. Okay, then finally, the last product that I wanted to show you guys is the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using for the week. And this I picked up, hold on, can you see? 1 second? Yeah, this I picked up, I want to say a week and a half ago. It's the Morphe and James Charles eyeshadow palette. I found it at Ulta. And I mean, I did upload that video already. You guys saw my reaction. I was like, no way. It's always sold out online. So I found it in store and I'm like, yeah, I just need to pick it up like right here, right now. So the reason why I only pulled out 1 palette for this week is because you guys can see this palette is pretty colorful, but there's also a nice amount of neutral shades, which will come in very handy because of the fact that if I do not want to wear something colorful, I know that I can just, you know, stick with the neutrals from this palette and be happy with the look, hopefully. So very thrilled for this. A lot of you guys asked if I can do a look with it, and I hope to do so. It is on my agenda. Maybe for my trip to LA, I'll probably take this with me. Who knows if I'm even going. I didn't even book my flight yet, and it's like, I want to go in a week. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I chose out for the week. Definitely let me know what you guys chose out for this week, whether it's some of your favorites or some new products you're just testing out. I would love to know. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.